Do you think ghosting is cowardly behavior?
Definitely. I definitely think it is cowardly behavior.
That's for your sanity. I'm going crazy for you.
It depends on the situation. If you're trying to avoid danger, then that's totally fine. But if you like, angazi, you're not ready for a relationship or something, but you yourself went to that person, then it is cowardly because you wasted someone's time.
Ghosting, it depends on the interpretation you give to it. Yes, because some people they ghost without even knowing they have ghosted.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever ghosted someone before?
Definitely I have.
Love. Fucking hate using that word. I'm 24 years old and I've only ever thought of a long-term, you may just be the mother of my kids relationship about 3 times. And I was only really ever hurt once, and all the other times were really just salt to the wound. I tried to materialize all those things into something beautiful, but it never worked. But when it comes to meaningless shit, fleeting lustful encounters, or girls that I simply just don't care about, to be frank, it's always there, it's always available. Meaningless may not be the word, but it's me, not you. I don't even get butterflies from a girl anymore. It's been ages since that shit happened, and to be honest, I don't think it'll ever happen in my life again. But lucky for me, I'm not a biatch. I'm the type of dude who, when facing any form of noticeable negative experience, falls into deep reflection that uncovers core aspects of myself and broader human nature in the process. And in this instance, part of that is exploring why people ghost. Have you ever ghosted someone? Rightfully.
Yes.
So every time you've ghosted someone, it's always been a rightful ghosting.
Yes.
Do you also say the same?
I've never ghosted anyone.
Have you ever been ghosted?
Have I? Guys, ghosta mina.
Yeah, absolutely. It happens. But you know, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You just move on to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one.
I've seen the text, but no. I'm just gonna reply after an hour just so that I can come across as I don't know what.
So you're too beautiful to be ghosted.
Hey, now.
Have you ever ghosted someone before?
Yeah.
Have you ever been ghosted?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So when you were ghosting that guy, what was the reason for you ghosting him, basically?
Vilapa. Mina vilapa. Yeah,
So you were like, nah,
yeah.
you weren't feeling him.
Not that I wasn't feeling the guy. The issue is me,
The
basically.
problem was you. Communication issues.
Yeah, maybe.
I was never the problem.
No, I only ghost if you start being weird.
Have you ever ghosted someone before?
Relationship, Kali? Like in a relationship, yes.
Someone asked me to show them my boobs on a video call.
It's crazy. That's valid. Then ghost that guy. That's crazy.
But they only love if there's money.
But then also we have a problem with like both genders wanting to be princesses in the relationship. Now that's the problem.
I am the ghost. You can see me. Don't I look like a ghost?
You do look like a ghost. A lot of people will disagree with me, but being ghosted is beautiful because it hurts. And the more you like the person, the better, because that means more pain. And I'm not saying I've ghosted women before, but it's always been because I simply just didn't have enough finances to facilitate a potential relationship at that time. And forcing it would have taken a toll on me energetically. And the last thing I'll ever do is tell the huzz, I'm too broke. Have you ever been ghosted by somebody you really liked before?
Did.
How did that feel?
It wasn't a good feeling, but nowadays women in this generation, they think they're all that, and we have to abide and listen to them.
I'm not gonna do that, you know. It takes away from my aura. It makes me look like a loser. I may just be an insecure guy who wants to look like he's at his best all the time, but I'm not telling hoes that I'm broke.
Like, I'll just show you on this pocket right about now. It's nothing major. I don't wanna go back onto this one. Do I have to go to this one?
Hey man, show them, man. If you want to show them, you can show them.
It's your show. Ask that nigga who did not want to be in part of this show how much money he got. The bad day today. It's not even actually equivalent to what we make.
But but pain hurts. It's uncomfortable. You think I'm comfortable making this video where I use super personal examples delving into the core fabric of my most sensitive emotions and posting it on the internet? The difference between you and me is I know that emotional discomfort isn't my enemy. Facing it head on makes me a better human being and gives you guys cool ass videos. I'm not even gonna lie, man. At first, it really bothered me that the girls I liked never stuck around to cherish the great experiences I wanted to create. It felt like the universe was punishing me for any expression of genuine care towards women. Then I started becoming angry at myself for even caring about this happily ever after bullshit to a point where it could induce shame in me. All this negative energy kept building up over time, and I felt it entering my bloodstream in the form of a negative outlook on the possibility of a healthy, loving relationship. Sometimes I'd meet a girl who really likes me and is my type, but I'd self-sabotage the progression of the relationship to avoid taking the risk of elevating it once I felt myself starting to genuinely like her. The problem with that is self-sabotaging means there's a part of me that wants it but is too afraid of the prospect of disappointment that comes with pursuing it. And naturally, that cognitive dissonance started turning into bitterness. And that's when I started to step back and realize that any unchecked contempt that stems from a strong resistance to the currents of life breeds misery that seeks to expand its colony.
I went into my marriage virgin, in the sense that I had slept with only one person before in my life, the woman that I then married. Right after I was engaged, my wife-to-be had an affair and told me about it just a short time before the wedding. That, in combination with the Puritan background, had a dramatic impact on me. And I am absolutely certain that a part of what lay behind the establishment of Playboy was a throwing off the chains of personal hurt and indignity, and simultaneous with that, a quest for some better way.
Mom, if you're watching this, I do not smoke. It was just a prop for the video. Life beat a lot of the sparkle out of my eyes, but I refuse to let it turn me into a bitter villain like Hugh Hefner and so many others who allowed the pain to become too personal. I personally like to view romantic pain as a surprise from God that moves you to create or destroy. If you're wise enough, you'll gravitate to the former, and you'll face the truth that all you wanted was for someone you valued to value you, so you have empirical evidence that you're important. Once I clocked that, I knew I was never going back to wanting that stereotypical love experience, because I realized that true love is appreciation without attachment, and reaching that level of consciousness requires an abnormal affinity towards putting yourself under an intense microscope. Humanity's ultimate purpose is creation, because that's how the superconsciousness uses us to expand the forms and possibilities which allow it to experience itself. And all energy, positive or negative, should be used as fuel to carry us to the next level. So don't waste that pain by allowing yourself to become a victim of it. It's simply just information which you have the option to respond to in whatever way you choose. Men are trash?
No, I wouldn't say they are trash, but
They're somewhat trash.
oh yeah.
What percent out of 100 what would you say, Tape?
I'll give them a solid 90%.
Damn, we're trash. Who's the biggest factor of the issues that we have?
Men.
Men.
Yes.
So basically, you think it's the men's fault?
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Guys,
Yeah, guys.
I think at first I would have said men, but then the women are also like they're getting there. I don't know if we're learning from you guys.
Well, I want to say girls.
Women are at fault because they always want to be up and always right.
I think a man is the seedling of it all.
so basically you're saying that in a civilization, for that civilization to thrive in all aspects, the men need to be on points and everything else follows, right?
Absolutely, because men are meant to be leaders, and their followers can only follow by example if you're a good leader.
So if you ever could give us advice on how to improve as men, what would you say is the key area that we need to focus on to become better?
Just be a better listener. Like, don't listen to respond, but rather listen to understand what the person is trying to say. Most of the time, I feel like it's not coming from a place of attack. Like, if your partner is telling you something, it's not coming from a place of attack.
You see the a man must thing. Yeah, because obviously back then, it's a thing of men used to provide and women would just sit and not work and all of that. So, yeah, the expectations on that, I feel like it's a bit messed up.
Just saying those little things, it actually goes a long way. If you know you're going to be going somewhere, just drop me a message and say, hey, my darling, I'll be leaving and I'm going somewhere. That's all we literally want, right?
So guys are not direct enough.
No.
I can't really have an opinion in terms of that because we all have what we call love, which in some type of way it's most of lust, not love. So if it's lust, not love, so what do you want to put it? You want to blame women or you want to blame men? Because we all have the same shit.
I'm a pretty direct guy and the guys that I know are pretty direct. So it sounds like you're attracting guys that are... You're the one that's attracting guys that are not direct enough. So we're too insecure.
Yeah.
Do you think modern dating is cooked? Do you think this generation is just irredeemable?
Cooked.
Or cooked to the core?
Cooked, fried, air fried, all of it. It's cooked.
Like love is still out there. It's just that some people are just born into the wrong generation, which is the generation of Sibion and yes, our generation is pure fun. It's cool.
From my perspective, the next generation that we're gonna give birth to, we're gonna teach them the right things and we're gonna make them crooks.
Crooks?
That's the only thing, because now in this generation it's messed up. The only thing we have to focus on is making money. No one is gonna give us the money for nothing, so.
There's a seed of fortune in all misfortune and a seed of misfortune in all fortune. If I had been successful in getting that happy ending with the women I cared for, I would have never felt the pain of failing to fulfill my stereotypical fantasy of romantic relationships, and in turn, I would have never had access to the burning energy source that moved me to create and reflect in search of a grand truth larger than my superficial desire for an I love you, you love me ending. In hindsight, I can conclude that it was probably for the best, because in my opinion, I believe that prioritizing emotion over function in a relationship is a recipe for disaster for a man. I've seen way too many dudes who primarily use their feels to navigate their dating lives and experiences, have that shit used against them and become dummies in the process. That was almost me, almost. And if I was a pretty girl who had guys going, let me take off my jacket and throw it over this puddle so you don't contaminate your divine foot with this earthly water, I'd probably play you niggas like Jimi Hendrix plays his guitar too. And 85% of it would be unconscious. Don't get it twisted, there's nothing wrong with emotion. Just don't let it become the control center of your intersexual decision making. Otherwise, you just become...
I knew you was in around, playing all innocent, hoeing since the foundation.
Have you ever used your looks to get something from a man?
No. Why would I?
No.
Nothing at all.
I don't think I'm that, you know.
Yeah, I think you kind of, you know. Like, you know, you see a guy that looks like he kind of likes you a little bit and then you're like, you know what, maybe buy me a drink or something like that.
No, I would not that I would never. It's just that
You haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it yet.
I don't know, but no, I wouldn't do that. No.
So you wouldn't do it because you don't think you're attractive enough to do it, or you just don't like doing it?
I wouldn't do it because I don't think I'm attractive enough, and
I think you're attractive enough to do it.
No, I'd rather do it myself. Like I don't need that. No, because you want something in return.
Okay.
I'd rather not. No, thank you. Too much work.
How can a guy avoid being the idiots that girls use for free meals and other other temporary conveniences? Because we know that's a real thing.
Stay in your lane. Do not pursue a girl that you can see she's living a life beyond your means as a man. Like, stay in your lane. If you find someone who's like comfortable with her own life and she's doing her own thing, and you can see you can manage to assist her in certain things, I don't know, maybe like monthly maintenance and all of that, then it's fine. But
there's a lot, too much.
Yeah, maningi. Yabo angithi phela mina ngwaselokishini ngihlala kwaManje. So, in most cases there's like literally girls laphayana who would actually use guys.
They go out with the intentions to do that.
But then at the end of the day sonke siyayuzana ke. So
That's true. Into lana esizayo ukuthi be direct from the get go ukuthi I'm taking you out with intentions of what? Muzothi, I would love to take you out. Okay, Nami, I would love to go out. Let's go.
No,
that's crazy.
I would love to take you out with the intentions of trying to date you, and then Gizosha from the get go, Nami goes, oh no, I'm sorry, we wouldn't be. Yes, I'm not interested in dating you, and then
If you look deeply, you'll realize that life is always taking care of you. You're just stuck in the illusion of thinking pain equals bad and pleasure equals good. I firmly hold the sentiment that leading with intense love as a man leads you astray. Yet a part of me is still a little salty that I never really got the chance to fully get lost in the dopamine-fueled chaos before I came to my senses. But as I get older, I learn to appreciate my paradoxical nature. I even realize that it isn't paradoxical at all when I remove the labels my ego attaches to everything in a desperate attempt to keep its illusory identity alive. Everyone is blessed, but they're too stuck in duality to see how perfectly engineered the game of life actually is. The circumstances you perceive as downright terrible hold the secrets of developing your mind to a point where it's sophisticated enough to process and react to future life events in a way that'll produce the results you actually want. Yeah, getting ghosted sucks, but find a seed of fortune and water it with your tears. You're sure to grow something more beautiful and everlasting than anyone else could have ever given you. After all, it's all just energy, bro. And whoever understands this is on the path to a beautiful life.